Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be long-term girlfriend won't commit to dates. Well, today I have an email that's a cautionary tale on what happens when you don't read the book 10 to 15 times like I instruct, and instead just try to cherry pick things from videos. So as I say constantly, I've been saying for the last 15 or so years, is that the videos basically are real world case by case scenarios where we take something that somebody's actually going through and how to apply what's in the book to that specific situation. So you can learn a lot from the videos, but if you're not learning the fundamentals, you're making things way harder on yourself than they need to be. And so this guy admits that he's now on the seventh read of 3% Man, but when he first started following me and for the last several years, he would just cherry pick things from videos here and there. And so now the situation that he is in is that his girlfriend has been backing away. She says she misses him, wants to snuggle, wants to see him, makes plans to see him, and then just flakes out on it. And then tells him she's going to come over the next day. Then she flakes out. And he says, we've been together a year and she's never done this before. And he's calling her out on it. But most of what he's saying, you could tell he's getting angry, upset, and butthurt. And if we bottom line her actions, it's obvious she's not as attracted to him as he was. More than likely because, again, he didn't learn what was in the book and he didn't apply it consistently. So he got some attainable success, but over many months, he got lazy and kind of went back to the old way that he used to be because, again, he didn't take the time to learn the fundamentals in the book. So it's like he cherry picks from videos, things turn around, he learns just enough to kind of make things a little better. He sees they're a little bit better, and he's like, hey, I'm good. It's just like what guys in long-term relationships do. They stop dating and courting their girlfriend. They're like, hey, we're in a relationship. We live together. We're married. We got kids. We got a 30-year mortgage. She ain't going anywhere. And then they just stop dating and courting her, and they wonder why she gets upset. So at the end of the day, there's no shortcuts to success. You got to put the time in. You got to put the effort in. And if you're going to be a serious student and avoid these things altogether and have one of those great success stories that I like to read from time to time, those people all 10, 15, 20 times they've read the book. And this guy hasn't. And it's just, I mean, as a coach, all I can do is suggest. It's up to the student how much or how little they want to spend time actually learning it. So let's go through his email. He says, hello, Coach. I hope you're well and things are going outstanding for you. Thank you for all your hard work. I'm in the seventh read of your book and also watch videos almost daily or use them as a reminder when I see things going sideways in my relationship and the ship needs a course correction. Well, the idea is not to wait until things get really bad, but watch the videos from time to time to make sure you don't slip up. Because when you wait till things get really bad, and obviously in this case where your girl tells you how much she cares about you, but yet just can't seem to find the time to actually come spend time with you, and then tells you that she misses you after she blows you off, you want to avoid these things. Because when you're in a relationship and you go through this is not pleasant emotionally. It makes it hard to go and concentrate on work, your mission and purpose in life. It makes you less motivated to go to the gym and take care of yourself. And it preoccupies your mind with emotional issues that, quite frankly, you shouldn't be having to deal with. The idea is you want to work smarter, not harder. And this guy is working way harder and not smarter. He says, I have to admit, when I first found out about you on Google years ago, I cherry-picked the videos and it caused me hardship, and that was my fault for not being a serious student. Well, if you've been following me for all those years and you still only read the book 7 times, it's like you're still not a serious student. That's just a fact. My question is, in a long-term relationship over a year now with my current girlfriend, she is telling me she misses me and loves me but will not commit to dates with me. She changed plans on me 2 days back-to-back when she committed to spending the nights at my place when she didn't have her daughter. And she told me her new job has exhausted her and that she was so tired she couldn't make it. I said, okay, no problem, get some rest and get a hold of me when you can. So if we bottom line our actions, doesn't matter how much she says she loves you and cares about how important you are. Bottom line, she's not coming over and spending time with you. Why? Because she feels she can get away with it, because she's taking you for granted. She's telling you what she thinks you need to hear to keep you interested and happy, but at the end of the day, she doesn't feel internally enough like she is dying to see you or spend time with you. And that's the important thing. She's not excited. And just like when a guy is making a date with a girl for the first time, he wants somebody. It's like, hell yeah, I'd love to see you. I'd love to make a date with you. That would be wonderful. But instead, he's getting the, oh yeah, I really miss you, really care, I really want to see you. Oh, shucks, just don't have the time. I'm kind of tired right now. I'm just going to lay down on the couch and, oh, I'm sorry, baby, I never came over last night. It just showed those are her priorities. And what you should do is match and mirror. The quickest way to get somebody else's attention is to remove yours. You don't keep begging and asking somebody to come over and see you, and then when they don't follow through on it. As the book says, ask twice. And then if she bails out, which she's done a number of times, then just don't ask anymore. Match and mirror. She's calling you and telling you how much she cares. You can mirror, oh, I care, miss you too. Oh, hey, I'm going to head to work. Great hearing your voice. Have a great day. And then just go about your business and don't even invite her over. The next morning, she texts that she loves me and misses me and will come over after work when she gets done running errands. She said she had to grocery shop for her and her daughter since her daughter will be back the next day from the ex. I said, okay, text me when you get everything put away. She gets off work at 5 p.m. and headed to the store to pick up her curbside order. She told me when she got home, it was around 6 p.m., and said she has to clean up, put the groceries away, and pack her bag with work clothes before coming over. I said, okay. We always look at what people do, not what they say. So I waited, and I called her around 10 p.m. and said, hey, how are you coming along? And she said, hey, I'm sorry. I fell asleep on the couch. I'm going to get up soon. Just taking some time to myself. I still have to pack a bag. I will text you when I leave. Needless to say, I went to bed at midnight and she never showed up. So the key in what she said, I need to take some time for myself. That tells me she's not missing him that much. She's really not that interested. Her attraction and interest has dropped, and yet she's maintaining the facade that everything is fine. But the reality as a man, you got to look at that and go, oh, well, the kitty cat seems to be a little bored with me and has taken me for granted. What's the quickest way to get somebody else's attention? Remove yours. She's taking you for granted. And the bottom line is she says she misses you. So the bottom line is she ain't missing you that much. And being angry that she says that and then doesn't come over, it's not going to help your situation. All it does is communicates that you're butthurt and upset about it. It's good that you call her out on it, but at the end of the day, you got to bottom line her actions. Because again, women don't want to hurt your feelings. And more than likely, if she's like most women, she intellectually knows she should be coming over to see you, but emotionally, she's just like, I don't really feel like it. That's how she feels about you. In the present moment, you don't take it personally. It's just indicative of where she's at. And as you said, you've been following me for several years and still barely just got to 7 reads. And more than likely, all the reads are probably recently. So you did it to yourself, my man. She called me in the morning and said, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep on the couch again, and I woke up at 4 a.m. and went to bed. She said she loves me and misses me. And I said, you committed to coming over here 2 nights in a row and you didn't show up. Yeah, that's pretty rude. If you needed a days to yourself without your daughter for peace and quiet to recharge, you could have told me that yesterday and I could have been making other plans. Instead, I waited around for 2 days and you never showed up. She got irritated and said, I didn't know I had to be on a schedule with you. At the end of the day, it's a good thing that you called her out. She deserved to be called out. And calling her out on the fact that her words and actions don't match. And I replied, hey, I'm just pointing out that you are not being respectful of my time, to which she replied, I love and miss you, but I have to get ready for work now. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, I have to go now. That night, she texted me again. I miss you. Just putting my daughter to bed. At that point, I would have been like, hey, well, hope you have a good night. But I said, well, then come over Friday after work if you miss me so much. The bottom line is, if you look at her actions, you know she doesn't miss you that much. She didn't reply to that. Again, shows you that she's just not, her interest is lower, dude. She didn't reply. I would say her interest is a 5 or a 6 on a 1 to 10 right now. It's better to underrate it than overrate it, and you're overrating it. And you're you called her out for wasting your time, and then you give her the opportunity to waste your time again and take it for granted. The quickest way to get somebody else's attention is to remove yours. And since she didn't reply to that, I would make plans for Friday night with somebody else. And if she goes, oh, I'm going to come see you Friday night, I was like, oh, I can't. I made other plans. Oh, you told me you wanted me to come over. I was like, yeah, but you didn't show up for at least 2 nights this past week. And then when I mentioned coming over Friday, you ignored me. So I made other plans. Obviously, you got other things going on. And so I'm going to go spend time with people that love and care about me and miss me and want to see me. You'll just have to get in line. He says, the next morning she writes, I need you to snuggle me. I miss my daddy. And I again asked her out and have a specific time to be at my house and told her to dress for a date. Again, no reply. The book says twice. Yes, twice. No more than twice. This is why. Again at night, she tells me she loves me and misses me, and I said, well, come see me then if you miss me. Again, no reply. I wouldn't ask anymore. You know, and I know, and the rest of the audience that's watching this knows that bottom line is she ain't coming over. Therefore, she doesn't miss you. And then what? What do? You give her the gift of missing you. My question is that this is a long-term relationship, and we've spent a lot of time together, most of which is her idea, but now she's being flaky. Is it okay at this point to call her and talk to her and say, hey, I asked you out 3 times and you've not replied. You've never done this in a year of being together. We've never gone 7 days without any physical touch or intimacy. What's going on with you? Well, this is something I would have one-on-one in person. But as a man, you take a step back and look at it. It's like she doesn't want to see you right now. For whatever reason, she doesn't want to see you. She probably feels smothered. She's obviously turned off. Her interest has dropped. She's telling you things that sound good, but her actions don't match her words. And so if you just bottom line her actions, just go, oh, my girlfriend's got low interest because I got sloppy again. And you getting upset with her or mad at her or butthurt, and then constantly offering yourself up for another date when she just blows you off and ignores you, doesn't even respect you enough to reply to your invitation for a date after she texted you, stop inviting her. I would not ask her out again until she says she wants to see you or asks to see you. I would be busy. And when she texts you at night, text her back in the morning. Oh, hey, sorry, I was out with a friend. Hope you have a great day. Give her the same priority in your life that she has given you and hers. Match and mirror those actions. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to be berate her. You don't need to get angry with her. You just need to look at it and go, bottom line, go, yeah, my girlfriend's really taking me for granted, doesn't appreciate me very much. So you know what? I'm going to go see my mom. I'm going to go see my sister. I'm going to go hang out with the boys, my best friends. I'm going to work on cleaning out my garage. Maybe I'm going to go hit the gym. Maybe I'm going to go a little weekend excursion, mountain biking with the dudes, or rock climbing or something, or hiking, or go to the gun range. Practice with pistol and rifle, transition. Come on. Or should I just leave her be until she commits to seeing me on a regular basis again? I feel her drifting away from me, and her actions definitely are not matching her words at this point. Like I said, I wouldn't call her or text her again for any reason. I'd wait to hear from her. If she's sweet to you, oh, I miss you. I was like, yeah, babe, I miss you too. Have a great night. Don't bring up getting together again until she brings it up first. And then when she texts you at night or late at night, I wouldn't respond till the next morning. Just to match and mirror that. Unless she texts you something about wanting to come see you. that's what I would do. I'd wait until she brought it up. If she texts you during the day, take longer than you normally would to reply to it. Because again, she's showing you that you're really not a priority to her. And so if she says, oh, I miss you. Good morning, sweetie. Text her in the afternoon. I was like, hey, I miss you too. Have a great day. It's just kind of just like that. And she'll notice that you're saying the same flowery bullshit back to her that she's saying to you, but he's not asking me out anymore. He seems to be pretty happy. He seems to be having a damn good time without me. I wonder why that is. He's taking longer to reply to my messages. And then when I texted him last night, he didn't text me back till this morning. I wonder what he's doing. What's he up to? He sounds like he's getting along just fine without me. We can't have this. I got to find out what he's doing. That's what I would do if I were. But in the meantime, you got to be reading the book 10 to 15 times, dude. After several years, it's like, come on, man. Seriously. There's no shortcuts to success. That's how I would handle this at this point. Because the problem is, you notice that she backed off. And instead of you matching and mirroring that, you just started complaining about it and then asking her out for dates. And then she ignores it. So when you extend an invitation to somebody and it's dismissed like it's worthless, then, hey, well, I'm going to give that person the same low priority in my life that they have given me in theirs. It's only fair. So if you got a question or a challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.